What's up, everybody? I'm the Mana Dork. I don't have a catchphrase, but what I do have is another standard 8 rare deck for you. Today we're playing the Izzet Cutter deck that I'm sure you've all seen by now. But we're trying a couple cards from the Final Fantasy, see how they work in here. First card we added is the Astrologian's Planisphere. This is an equipment for 1 and a blue. It's got Job Select. The equipped creature is a wizard in addition to its other types, and has whenever you cast a non-creature spell, and whenever we draw our third card each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. And then it also equips for 2. So this is something that we expect to grow to be a larger size due to the number of instants that we're planning to play in this deck. Second new card, we got 3 copies of Opera Love Song. 1 in a red for an instant. You get to choose one. We either exile the top 2 of our library, and we may play those until our next end step, or we can select 1 or 2 target creatures to each get +2/+0 till end of turn. This is going to give us a cheaper version of, a few extra cards. Well, when I say cheaper, I mean compared to the stock up that is generally run in this deck. Stock Up's a great card, but sometimes 3 mana is a little much for how fast this deck wants to go. So we're going to try out the Opera Love Song at 2 mana. Then we've got 2 copies of Magic Damper from Final Fantasy, which is, wait, this is just Shore Up. Alright, if you've got Shore Up, you can run that instead, but we're going to try out the Magic Damper. Rest of the deck, we got 4 Into the Flood Maw, get blockers out of the way, and whatever problematic non-creature permanents, specifically looking at you, temporary lockdown. Got 4 Opt, 4 Sleight of Hand for little card selection, a little way to cheaply cast multiple spells a turn. Got 3 Burst Lightning. This is a combination creature removal and a little bit of reach if we need. 4 Monastery Swiftspear to attack with and get some prowess triggers. 4 Monstrous Rage because it's a Monstrous Rage. Got 2 copies of Third Path Iconoclast to give us a way to go even wider if we need. 4 Cori-Steel Cutter because that's the namesake of the deck. I used to know how to speak. 2 copies of Stock Up. Then we've got 7 Islands, 7 Mountains, 4 Eroded Canyon, and 2 Swiftwater Cliffs to fuel it all. And that's the deck. Alright, I'm going to go find an opponent. That'll give you a chance to find the like and subscribe. And I'll see you over there. Right, this looks keepable, so we'll press keep. Waiting on the opponent. There we go. Then for 1 with the Swiftspear. That part's gonna matter. 1 for 2 again. Cut down. Get him out of cut down range. Confidant. Sleight of Hand. Keep that one. Izzet Prowess trigger. And we'll come over. I step in and we'll put them into 11. One of our guys. Iconoclast. Get in for 2. We want to hold up the damper. Kafka. Whenever an enter attack, each player discards a card. Option response. And that's going to be a safe bet for what to discard. Nope, they went with instant. But that's okay. Is that the right answer? Yeah, I think it is. So the top 2. Trigger, hopefully find a land. We don't, but that's okay. Found Flood Maw. So we'll get that blocker out of the way. And come over for Izzet. Alright, we'll keep this one. Token, but we don't attack yet. No block. Send who we can. Monstrous Rage. We lose our Iconoclast, but I think we're okay with that. Opponent has, I guess, an appointment. Yeah, we'll try this. Here for 1. Spell. And his brother. These are crazy. Crazy times when you got both of them. We gotta move quick. That didn't help at all. We'll get in for 2. Cross our fingers. There's the untapped lands we needed in the video. Opt. That might be worth something. 7 points. Didn't help. We drew lands when we didn't want them, and no lands when we did. Yep, we're going to give it to them. They played smartly. Well, they didn't make any obvious mistakes, and we drew poorly, and that's how it happens sometimes. This looks keepable. It's on green of some variety. For the trade. Do not take it. Fabled Passage. Bet they find a forest. Right down on that guy. So be it. Didn't get an extra land, so we're gonna have to double burn spell. And get our couple point. Excuse me. See what the opponent comes up with. Tortoise. You got it, my friend. for 2. Monstrous Rage. 3, and they go to 12. I don't think they're going to have a removal spell. So we're going to put the Planisphere on our token. They're up to 5 forests. We got the Rex, the Aganosaur. Stock up, hopefully find a land. Get a land and the Flood Maw. Very handy. And we've got a blocker. Them cracking that fabled passage worried me for a moment. I was sure they had a snakeskin veil or something like that to save their guy from being bounced. There's that guy again. Go spell 1. Spell 2. Opponent packs it in. Alright, that one looks better. We're going to be greedy and send back a mountain. Planisphere. Get lost to tokens. Planisphere. Map our tokens. We will keep the Monstrous Rage. Simulacrum. See what they want to do here. Put you away. Send everything. They gotta know something's up. Extra card. Sunfall. against us still being at 3 lands. This looks keepable. Press keep. I think that's becoming my catchphrase. Just need to say it a lot of games. Okay. They got all the contacts. I don't think we want that. Yep, we'll attack. Block there. They don't. So what we can do, bounce you. So we'll put a counter there. Didn't even let us do the math. But yeah, we would have been able to double burst the token paw patch in response to the, well, didn't even need to be in response. Alright, that's a win. And that's the deck. Overall, we went 7-5, so not amazing, but still holding our head above water. Was very impressed with Opera Love Song. Magic Damper, yes, it's shore up. Planisphere, I enjoyed this card. I'm very happy with it, but I don't think this is the deck for it. So I'm going to do some further investigations and see if I can find somewhere else to put it. But overall, the deck ran okay. We ran into a few games where we didn't have threats and just the instants. So I think this is definitely something where the traditional Storm Chasers talent and this town package is the right answer over Planisphere. So if you're still here, thanks for making it to the end of the video. I appreciate you taking the time to hang out and watch me play some games. Feel free to leave a comment if you like what you saw, or if there's anything you'd like to see me do differently. Don't forget to like the subscribe and button the smash, or whatever it is you do to show that you appreciate the video. Thanks again for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next one.